What's up everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I have some pretty disturbing news for you guys. It actually appears as though teen mom 2 husband David Eason just might have taken out yet another one of the family dogs. So this is what happened. A couple of days ago, Jenelle Evans posted on her Facebook that the family Golden Doodle named Rosey had gone missing. And then pretty much the next day she came back and said, oh, never mind, we found her. And then she started posting photos and videos of this new dog, but it's very obvious that this is not the same dog in any shape or form. In fact, this new dog that she's showing off isn't even a golden doodle the way that Rosey was. Just take a look at this video of the dog that she's claiming, found its way back home.
Oh, look! It's a runaway dog. Rosey.
How weird was that video, right? Like, it's pretty obvious the dog doesn't even really know her. It's just looking around like, what? Like, its ears didn't perk up when she started speaking to it. There's no tail wagging, nothing. That is, typical of dogs, and especially of a dog that had gone missing and just found its way home. It would be attached at the hip to you, super excited by every little thing. In fact, it looks like the dog in the video was rented or something like that. Like, I think it works as a professional doggy Einstein model, and so David and Jenelle saw it and decided, oh my God, like, we'll pretend that we shaved Rosey and no one will notice. And then this dog thinks it's just doing a little photo shoot per usual. And for some reason, it's still there. Now, let's take a look at the two dogs side by side. So on the left, you'll see the fake dog. It's got a brown nose and white hair on top of its head, which is something that Rosey did not have whatsoever. Rosey's nose is black, and her hair on top of her head, yes, she has a little bit of lighter hair, but for the most part it is brown. And then you also see that the dog on the left has a longer nose than Rosey's, or should I say a longer snout than Rosey, and then it's also got a much wider face in general than Rosey. That's why I don't believe it is even of the same breed, because typically the phenotype of one breed, stays consistent, and it is just not that with this dog. And so for those of you who are like, okay, well, maybe Rosey just looks a little bit different or lighter or more like narrow because she was shaved. No, that's not the case, because last summer David actually posted a photograph of Rosey after they had shaved her, and as you can see, her face is still chubby. Her hair is still a lot more brown on the top than that new dog over there. Her nose is still black. And to make things even weirder, Jenelle actually deleted all of her photographs of Rosey from her Instagram page in an attempt to throw people off so they can't go back and compare the photographs. The thing is, she forgot to do the same on TikTok, so there's plenty more evidence there. And then her husband, David Eason, did not delete the photos either from his own Instagram. So those are the places that you can go to take a look at the real Rosey, to really see for yourself that something very strange is going on, and that that new dog that they have in the house is not the same one, which leads me to believe that something pretty nefarious must have happened with the real Rosey. My theory is that David either took her out or she ran away and sought refuge elsewhere, and hopefully is living a much better life, because she was always so matted and dirty, just filthy, whenever Jenelle would post photos or videos of her on Instagram. It seemed as though they never let that dog inside the house, really. It seemed to have been a dog that was living out on the farm consistently, and I guess it couldn't take it anymore. Mind you, this comes after the news that Jenelle actually gave away the pit bull that she controversially had. Remember, she had a pregnant pit bull that she had quote unquote found. It gave birth to puppies, and people were like, oh my God, like, are they going to sell them? Like, did she steal this dog, etc., etc. Well, now she announced, listen, I gave the dog and the puppies away to a friend. I forgot the name of the friend, but it was someone that she used to live with in the early days of Teen Mom when she was dating Kiefer. And I don't know that I believe it. When it comes to the pit bull, I think the real story is that they had sold off all of the puppies individually to different people, and who knows what the people are doing with the puppies and the dogs, right about now anyway. They very well could be preparing them to be dog fighters, or you really never know. And especially when it comes to Jenelle Evans and David Eason, two incredibly bizarre, some might even say sick people you know? The whole story is just so sad. Rosey was a freaking golden doodle. Like, why would you need to do anything? But then again, this is David Eason. He took a 10-pound French bulldog out back and shot it to death. So could it really be out of the realm of possibility that he would do the same to their golden doodle? And you know, now seeing the enormous amount of backlash that caused Jenelle to get fired from Teen Mom 2 as a result of what happened to Nugget, is that why they're kind of trying to pretend that this new dog with the brown nose and the Einstein haircut is the same old Rosey with the black nose and normal haircut? I really think so. I think that they know that they cannot afford another scandal of this magnitude, and that is why they are doing their very best to try and convince us that this is the same dog. You know, more sad about the possibility that Rosey was taken out back and, you know, dealt with, for lack of a better word, is that now here's yet another new animal taken onto the land that will probably suffer, because listen, this is David and Jenelle caring for it, and you know, who knows how long they're going to try to keep the charade up for, and who knows what is going to happen to this dog and what the story is going to be surrounding what happens to this dog next. Because sorry, I hate to say it, I'm really not wishing for it, but something is probably going to happen to this dog, just like with pretty much any animal that comes into contact with Jenelle Evans and David Eason. This story is so sad, you guys. It really is. What do you think about it? Do you really think that David Eason might have done something to Rosey? Like, you think that she's not here anymore? And why do you think that they would try to insult our intelligence with a dog that is not even of the same breed? You know, it's kind of like when your kid's goldfish dies and then you try to replace it with a new one. You know, that like is one story. Maybe you're not ready to explain death to your kid, but like a big dog to millions of people who are following you, you think we're gonna fall for this okie doke? Make sure to let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below, and as usual, we'll chat. That's all for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.